I'm eating a tomato. I was like, what am I gonna do? I was eating my lunch and I'm like, I need to finish doing what I was doing, but I turned it on a little too soon and then I forgot what I was going to say. I'm like, what was it that I was going to say? I forgot. I totally forgot. I'm like, oh, okay. That was a nice juicy tomato. Anyways, okay, so I'm still sitting here trying to procrastinate on what we're going to go out and do today on Abigail's adventure. I had to do some vlogging earlier, so now I'm like, well, what am I going to do for the rest of the day? But I had to get my lunch in, and I'm getting a late start today because I have not been getting to sleep early like an early bird like I normally do. So I guess we're going to head out. I don't know. I was trying to think, well, what can we do today? And I have no clue, and I'm still waiting on coming up with something. I have a couple weeks left before my 1 year anniversary of doing this YouTube thing, like an actual full year of it. I know way back when YouTube came out, the apps and stuff, I was with my family back then actually, and I really didn't know much about social media or anything. I think we were blogging on. That's kind of why I do the Abigail's Adventure and I stick to it, because I was with my family when it took off. And I was blogging, we were blogging like different things that we were doing in our life. And unfortunately I don't have those kind of footages or anything anymore. So I really tried to stay doing stuff that I can do, and we're not together anymore, so it's hard. But when the YouTube had started off and we had started on YouTube, I knew nothing about social media. I knew nothing about a lot of stuff. We were just living life and just kind of filming different stuff that we were doing and posting it on our blog back then, for what I can remember what we were doing. So I definitely am learning a lot more about how the YouTube has grown and how it's, you know, from when I first started messing around with YouTube. And like I said, I was with my family then. I knew nothing about social media. I knew nothing about platforms. I knew nothing about anything. We were just, to us, it was just like we were sending it back and forth to friends and family. I didn't know it was going to be anything that was going to be all over the place. I really didn't. That anybody could see, to be quite honest. I think we were doing it because we lived separated from our families and stuff, obviously. So whatever we were out doing, you know, take a video and send it to your family. So I never knew it would take off like it has, but that was, it seems like forever ago. So that was actually my first experience with the whole YouTube thing. Is I would record different things that me and my family was doing, and I would be posting, sending it back and forth back then, to show my family what we were doing, because we didn't all live together. So that was a really cool way to stay connected with friends and family then. So yeah, seeing more about the YouTube stuff now, it's more than I could have ever imagined. Obviously there's a lot to it too, more to it that I was like, I did not want anything to do with whatsoever. I was like, oh no. And obviously, you know, in time things change and we go through different stuff, and you really don't want to go through that drama, the different dramas and stuff, because you obviously, you know, you don't know what's going to happen. So it's hard because you really don't want to plaster that all out there. But like I said, when we had started it, when it first came about, originally when I had picked up on it, when they had presented it, I was doing stuff like I do now, little funny video things, funny ha-has, things that we were out doing with our kids, going here, going there. So that's why I'm keeping, I think, myself as doing my Abigail's Adventure and everything else, because when I originally discovered the whole YouTube thing, I was with my family, and that's who we are, that's who we was. Just going to concerts, you know, going to do this, going to do that, spending time with the kids, just different things, sending stuff back and forth to our friends and family. So that's kind of the platform that I want to keep, because we've come a long ways, and we have lived through all kinds of different journeys along the way, in between the social media and learning about it and being aware of other stuff. And we have went through a lot of different situations in the meantime. So yeah, so that was my first experience. I try to keep them kind of what I was doing then, except again, I was with my family and stuff, and I didn't know about the other platforms, obviously, at the time that was going on. I was just, like I said, using it for recording and posting to send to friends and family, so I was not aware of social media yet. I don't even think social media was quite as popular yet. They were still in the works of finding people, or in the works of making it as big as they was, because obviously I was around, so I know to see how wow it would become. So that's what I was doing at the time. We were cheesy, free-loving people hanging out, just recording pictures and recording all the adventures and all the different things that we were doing in our life. And yeah, so I think it's really cool, the fun little apps and stuff. So yeah, that was my true real experience, and I've been keeping that to the best of my ability, and seeing all the other stuff that is going on in the YouTube community, and all the different things that they have put on there since then, which it's really cool. Like, that is really, really, really interesting and really cool to me to see those things, because it was still so new back then, for what I can remember. So yeah, so it's interesting, but I wish I could do more. I really do. Like, there's so much I wish I could do, but that's what I was doing back then. Like, each time I was introduced to the YouTube, when it came out, I would just, like, I did not know about social media too much. I was just in my little box with my family, with my children, going on our little adventures. We would blog it and post it, or send things back and forth to our family, you know, wishing that they could be with us, and, you know, hey, this is what we're doing, we had fun, blah, 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 what are y'all guys doing? You know, it was really cool to us to experience it at the beginning. Unfortunately, obviously, we see different things that kind of bother us, because we're, like, not too sure about it, and when you don't really want the extra drama, because we all been going through a lot of different dramas already in our lives, that kind of makes it hard. So I kind of sit back and I watch these certain things going on, like these different dramas and these different hooplas, you know, there's different things. I'm like, well, that's not really for me. Like, that's just not who I was. Unfortunately, I've experienced all that for whatever reason. So I got to see it, and I've seen it, and but that kind of stuff just isn't for me. I think that's just ridiculous. I would be honest. And there's other stuff out there that I really don't like you know, you get these Facebook pages. Oh my God, it drives me crazy. You go on your Facebook, or you get these friend requests, and you're like, cool, okay, yeah, you know, whatever. That's what we're used to. And you're like, sure, it'll be nice. And then they post things, and you're like, oh God, dear God, Jesus, help me. I can't handle that. Baby, trying to keep it clean. Please keep it clean. And you're like, what in God's creation are you showing me? I don't want to see that. I don't want to see it.
I don't want to see it. Okay, look, I don't want to see it. We all know what that is. And if you got kids, you really know how it works, okay? But I don't need to see your stuff working. We know how it is out in life. We don't need to go back through the learning cycle of life, because we already know, okay? We know about it. I don't need you to teach me. You know, and so I've been getting that lately. Actually, I've been getting that this week, and I'm just like, oh, dear God, Jesus, help me. Like, you know, and this is out there, and obviously we know this is out there, and we try to kind of hide, like, what we know. We don't want to be in that kind of media. And it's like, we really don't want to be in that kind of media unless it's like, you know, we're trying to be wholesome and fun and, well, the way we're supposed to be. So when you see this kind of stuff, I'm like, how am I supposed to be productive in this situation? Because I can be the biggest growl in the world because of my own experiences, which we talked about on the last blog. And, yeah, so I'm like, how do I go about being pleasant and being like, be kind, and still wanting to growl, because obviously you're gonna growl when somebody freaking sends you. I'm like, you want me to be pleasant to that? Oh, honey, that thing is uglier than hell. You need to stick that stuff back up in your pants, okay? Because I don't want to see it. I didn't even want to see my husband's, for God's sake. I sure don't want to see yours. Don't be posting it and sending it to me, and don't be telling me how you want to live. I want to kiss you, honey. I don't want to kiss your ugly ass. I didn't even want to kiss my husband, for God's sake. Don't you be sending me that stuff, okay? I don't want to be looking at that. Be like, I don't want to see it. Okay? You don't gotta send it to me, okay? It ain't no kind of package I want to unravel. But then again, there's someone there is like, ooh, honey, come here. Come here. Let me look at you again. But that stuff, no. I don't need to look at it. I don't want to see it. And don't be sending it to me, okay? Okay. Be like, oh, God, Jesus, cover my kids' eyes. Like, did they just send that? Yeah, they just sent that. What? Yeah. They be doing that stuff. Oh, yeah. They be doing all kinds of stuff. And you're just like, oh, my God, Lord Jesus, shield my eyes, because I'm about to have a heart attack. My eyes are about to bust out. Yeah. I don't want to see that stuff. I don't. I wait 1 year before I start accepting these requests. 1 year. And I get this, and I'm like, look, if I wanted to see that shit, I could have just stayed with my ex-boyfriend, for God's sake, okay? Because he didn't have no problem showing his package to the world either. So look, you want to send me something, maybe we'll find somebody to send you back something, okay? Okay, but I don't want to see it. I don't like that stuff. It ain't for me. No. Or my little eyes around me, okay? Just so you know. So, anyways, alright guys, so that's my blog for today, and I will see you guys later. Bye!